If you've built a life for yourself abroad, but a big piece of your heart is still back home with your parents in Punjab or Chandigarh, then this is for you. We're going to talk about that quiet, constant worry. You know, the one that so many of us carry around every single day. And more importantly, what you can actually do about it.
I mean, how many times have you heard this, right? You call, you ask how things are, and you get the standard answer, sab theek hai beta. Everything's fine. Now, it's meant to make you feel better, but deep down, doesn't it sometimes hide a much more complicated truth?
Exactly. And that is the question that keeps you up at night, isn't it? What if that phrase, said with all the love in the world, is actually the very thing stopping you from knowing what's really going on? It's that little nagging thought in the back of your mind.
So, to really get this, we have to understand the why behind it. And let's be clear, this isn't a lie to deceive you. It's actually born from a place of deep love. It's what we call a protective lie.
This is the absolute heart of the matter, the protection paradox. Think about it. They spent your entire childhood protecting you from scraped knees and heartaches. And now? Well, they're trying to protect you from the burden of them getting older. They see you thriving abroad, and they think their struggles might derail the life you've worked so hard to build. And so, they just suffer in silence.
Okay, so if you can't always rely on their words, what are you supposed to do? Well, you have to learn to see beyond the smile on that video call. You need to become like a gentle detective. And there's actually a pretty simple framework that can help you do just that.
Here it is, a super practical tool, the 3-point video call audit. It's simple, but it's incredibly powerful. First up, the clothing check. Next time you call, just notice, is dad's shirt looking a little baggy? Is mom's watch sliding down her wrist? That could be a sign of weight loss. Second, the sit-to-stand test. You can do this casually. Just ask them, hey mom, can you grab that thing behind you? And then watch. Do they struggle to get up? That's a huge clue about mobility. And finally, the environment scan. Just take a peek at the room behind them. Was their home always neat and now there's clutter or unopened mail piling up? That can be a red flag for fatigue, or maybe even something more. These are the clues hiding in plain sight.
And look, this isn't just a feeling you have. This is a real, widespread issue and the data backs it up. A staggering 72%, that's almost 3/4 of elderly parents miss doctor's visits. 68% say they're lonely. And maybe the most shocking? 1 in 3 of them lives completely alone. Suddenly, that sab theek story, it starts to sound pretty hollow, doesn't it? All right, so you see the problem. The communication gap is real, the risks are high, and the physical distance feels immense. So how in the world do you bridge that gap? Let's explore a new way of thinking about this. This right here, this is the core belief we have to start from. Just because geography separates you, it does not have to mean there's a separation in the quality of care. You can be thousands of miles away and still be present in the way that truly matters. And this is the concept that makes it all possible, a proxy child. Just imagine for a second, having a trusted extension of you right there on the ground. Someone who can be there for doctor's visits, someone who can check in on them, and someone who can give you the real, unfiltered story, not just some service, but a true guardian acting on your behalf. Now, for a concept like a proxy child to even begin to work, trust is everything. It's the whole foundation. So what is this foundation built on? Well, it's a really unique combination of 2 very different but equally powerful mindsets. Meet the guardians of this trust. On one side, you have Silicon. That's Manmeet Singh Badi, a tech veteran of 30 years who builds these incredible, fail-safe care systems. We're talking total data transparency, real-time alerts. You know what's happening as it's happening. But then on the other side, you have Steel. That's LT Colonel Rajesh Vij, a retired Indian Army officer. He brings that military-grade discipline, that zero-error protocol to healthcare. So you get this amazing fusion of high-tech visibility with high-touch, no-excuses reliability.
But this approach, it's about so much more than just managing medications or handling emergencies. It's about a much bigger goal, making sure your parents don't just survive their golden years, but that they actually thrive in them. This whole philosophy is called life engineering. It's basically a holistic way of looking at well-being that goes way beyond just survival. It's about actively creating a personalized lifestyle plan where your parents can feel independent, find purpose, and, actually find joy. It's really about adding life to their years, not just years to their life. And what does that actually look like? Well, it's about reconnecting them with old friends, making sure they can get to the temple, or joining a community group. It's someone patiently teaching them how to use their phone to see their grandkids. It's dedicated visits just to sit and have a real conversation. It's looking after the whole person, their social, their emotional, and their spiritual needs.
And I think this quote from the founder, Manmeet, just says it all. The technology is amazing. It bridges the physical distance. But the real mission, the heart of it all, is to bridge the loneliness. And that's something no app or piece of software can ever do on its own.
So after all of this, what does it really mean for you? The NRI, thousands of miles away, carrying that silent worry. What's the real outcome of having a trusted proxy child on the ground?
It leads to this, peace of mind. The kind of real, tangible peace of mind that over 500 other NRI families have already found. So you see, this isn't just some nice idea on paper. It's a proven system that has literally lifted that silent weight from the shoulders of hundreds of people in your exact situation. And that brings us to the final, most important thought. Please, don't wait for that emergency call in the middle of the night to finally build a safety net. The guilt of, what if? It's a heavy, heavy burden to carry. You've heard the saying, right? The best time to act was yesterday. But the second best time is right now. So the only question left is, are you ready to finally replace that silent worry with proactive peace of mind?